Greetings, my name's Ted Simpson, Cengage author, and you guessed it, Wisconsin cheesehead. But today, thankfully, I'm not going to talk to you about Aaron Rodgers or the Green Bay Packers. Instead, I want to tell you about our new book, Hands-on Virtual Computing, and my upcoming virtualization webinar. Over the years, I've written a number of textbooks for both course technology and Cengage learning. Starting with books on novel NetWare back in the 1990s, and then having to move on to books on Windows operating systems, and more recently, virtual computing, including our Virtual Machines Companion booklet and the first edition of Hands-on Virtual Computing. All my books have one thing in common, and that's that they're hands-on oriented. Because as you know, students learn best when they can work with actual products. And over the years, I've used virtualization technology whenever possible in my books to accomplish this. As you know, the IT field has been undergoing a major change in the data center, moving from proprietary, hardware-based model to software-defined data center and cloud computing. The driving technology behind this change is virtualization. Virtualization concepts and technology have become so much a part of the data center that I believe every student needs to know the concepts and technologies presented in our new book. Our challenge as IT teachers, then, is how do we do this? Cengage Learning can offer you many teaching tools and resources, such as the new MindTapped online product that can empower your teaching. In addition, in our upcoming webinar, we hope to further help you with the challenge of teaching virtualization by providing a background of virtualization technology, products, and teaching tools, all based on materials from our new book. In my upcoming webinar, I'll introduce 4 major divisions of virtualization technology that are identified in our textbook. The first one is workstation virtualization, which has been around since the 90s, but still plays a very important role in the IT field. We have data center virtualization, which is the way in which we build the software-defined data center. Virtual desktop infrastructure, which is moving the desktop from the user's computer back to the data center. And cloud computing. Cloud computing is arguably the fastest growing of IT technologies, and virtualization is the backbone of cloud computing. So in our webinar, we'll take a look at each of these applications of virtualization, along with the leading virtualization products that are used in each of these. Speaking of virtualization products, there's 2 leading vendors in the virtualization playoff field. VMware with their vSphere product, and Microsoft with Hyper-V. Now, VMware has been in the virtualization game since the 1990s, and is currently ahead in terms of market share and product offerings. Then you have Microsoft with its Hyper-V based product line. Microsoft and Hyper-V are rapidly catching up and gaining a strong foothold in the marketplace. Because Microsoft ships Hyper-V with its server product and has competitive features to VMware, many IT organizations are adopting it as their virtualization infrastructure. It reminds me a bit how novel NetWare, which had the major server market share back in the 1990s, was eventually replaced by Windows Active Directory in the early 2000s. Will that happen again? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, we need to give our students expertise with both products. And that's what our new book does. We have chapters focused on VMware, other chapters focusing on Microsoft, and other chapters that allow students to compare the products. This allows you to give your students experience performing similar tasks using both Microsoft, Hyper-V, and even Oracle VirtualBox. So, here we are at the halftime of the virtualization game. VMware is currently ahead by several points, but Microsoft is catching up fast with great products and services. And perhaps, I seem to sense there may be a momentum change in the industry. So let's get ready for the second half. Put on your team's logo wear. Get your favorite beverage. Make up some popcorn and tune into our upcoming webinar. And don't forget to cheer.